Welcome back to Sales Insights with Sarah. This is the podcast for sales professionals and business leaders looking to implement new strategies and drive sales growth in their organisations. I'm your host, Sarah Downs, and my guests and I will be sharing with you some of our own experiences in business and sales insights to help you gain focus and take action. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. So today I'm going to be talking about hiring and developing junior salespeople. Now this is something that many, especially small businesses, are absolutely terrified of because it can take a lot of resource, it can be very uncertain, and just can feel like a lot of hard work. But it's something I've done a couple of times now in different roles, and I find it really rewarding. I'm not going to lie, it's hard work. It takes a lot of your time week to week, especially in those early weeks and months. But if you can get the right person in the first place who's committed and coachable and has the desire to achieve, it can be a really great journey for both of you. And what I love about supporting junior salespeople is it just takes me right back. It reminds me of all those challenges, all those fears that we have when we first start in the profession. And, sometimes the way we overcame them is not the way, the person's going to overcome them now. And I think it's really about learning to listen and give advice to a certain extent, but also help them try and come up with the answers on their own. It would be much easier just to give all the answers, but they might not be right for this individual at this point in time. And also it probably won't stick quite so much if you just give the answers and don't do it in a more coaching style. So I just wanted to create this just to share some of my journey, what I've, relearning, and maybe that will help people out there that are looking to hire junior salespeople into the organisation over the next year or so. So the first thing I want to say that I did was I used my data-driven approach to make sure that we brought in the right candidate. So that gave me a baseline of data. I understood the commitment, I understood the coachability, I understood where the competencies were right now, where this individual needed to develop, where this individual maybe needed some coaching, and also an idea of the potential, the opportunity that this individual may have in the organization. So that was great. Then we went through quite an intense onboarding process where it's really around getting to know the business, the culture, the values, what the business stands for, who we can help, what's our value proposition. And then obviously who are the current clients, who are the past clients, what are the products and services, what does everyone else in the organisation do? I'm not going to bore you to death with the detail, but that onboarding piece I think is so important if you really want somebody to be able to portray and talk about the business the way that you would yourself, or at least closer to that. And then it's about, obviously allowing them to get on with their job, but giving that constant support and attention, making sure that you take the time out as the sales leader to coach, to develop, to train, to ask questions, to motivate, so that they're not there on their own. I see so many business leaders hire in junior salespeople. They surround them with structure, strategy, processes, tools, and then say, off you go. I don't believe that those things on their own are enough. I believe that these individuals need our time, they need our attention, they need our support on an almost daily basis, at least initially. And it can feel like a lot of work. Right now, sometimes I'm spending time with them and I'm sitting thinking, oh my goodness, I should be doing X, Y, and Z. But I can, move my day around to accommodate that and to make sure that, I'm setting them up to achieve. If I want them to be a high performer, I need to help them understand what it means to perform. And we often say, they work for us, but I really do believe that as leaders, we work for them. If we don't give them what they need to do their job properly, then we're the ones failing. So it does take a lot of time, and that's one of the main reasons I wanted to do this episode, is to reach out to all the business leaders out there and say, if you're looking at hiring a junior level salesperson, really think about why. Is it because you want somebody that's going to cost you less and you're expecting the same results from them as somebody that you're going to pay triple the amount? If so, it's the wrong reason. Or is it somebody that you want to be able to mold and progress in your business? Someone that you can develop into your way of working, that you're going to allow to bring fresh ideas and different ways of working to the table, that you're ready to learn from them as much as they're going to learn from you. I think it's really important as business leaders that we kind of take that step back and think about it, not just with junior salespeople, but with anyone that we're hiring in our organizations. And then set measures and KPIs that make sense. You maybe take a staggered approach within those first couple of months or that first year in the role, especially with a junior salesperson. But it's really about, is the reason why you're hiring a junior person the right reason? Do you really have the resource in the organization to give them what they need from you? And if not, could you outsource that to an external sales coach, for example? Do you have the right strategies and processes ready for them to come in and use so that you can have real-time visibility on what they're doing day to day and nobody's sitting there wondering whether or not someone's performing or not? There's a lot to think about, but if you decide to hire a junior person for the right reasons, it can be such a rewarding experience for you as well as them. If you do it for the wrong reasons, the chances are the position will fail in your organization. And then you're letting them down, but you're also letting down the rest of your team and probably your clients and anyone else that they've come in contact with. So please do make sure when you hire junior level salespeople that it's for the right reasons and you're ready to develop, to coach, and to lead them to success. So that's it for me today. I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Sales Insights with Sarah podcast. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already so that you are notified of every new episode. If you could take a few minutes to leave a review, it would be greatly appreciated. See you next time.